Hey everybody, it's been a little while since I've done a group video, so I thought I'd put something together now, just leading up to obviously the last couple of days. It's 8:24 p.m. Sunday evening, 2nd of February. Today's today's day 28 for me. It will be day 29:30 tomorrow. I've already got my post ready to go. You can see that it's up here in this top left-hand corner. And then I'm just working on 30 for 30 on for Tuesday. So a couple of things. Just want to say thank you for everybody that participated, being in the chat, contributing when you can, posting when you can. It's tough. It's really tough. It's tough when life gets in the way, and it's tough when emergencies turn up. And I know that there are some people that have been affected with the fires and health issues and work issues and family issues and all that sort of stuff. And so I know it's tough, just getting to 30 for 30, and especially if you're doing, images and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So I applaud you for getting to 30 for 30 if you can, and if you don't, I applaud you for just being part of the group and giving it a shot. Because if I can be honest, like putting yourself out there and writing content daily about your niche and your level of expertise and what you know can be very, very daunting, especially in the public domain, and especially LinkedIn, because there is so much vibrato on that platform. So just to wrap things up and to give a little bit of, I guess, a last minute pep, push, encouragement, I encourage everybody to jump into the chat in school and just encourage you to just, you know, pop in your posts and just follow the thread. And there's a reason for that. The reason is that when Ship30 for 30 went asynchronous and fully digital, what happened was that a couple of us that had done the live cohorts back in 22, 23, 21, like when we all kind of met, we developed relationships and we connected with people and we jumped on Zoom calls, and I do that with a bunch of people here in this group. And that was the great thing about Ship30 for 30. And so when you see what's happening now, it's like people come on board, they buy the course, and then they build their own little islands. And it's pretty damn lonely. Like you see here, like, under discussions, it's like there's 221 chats here. I'll preface this, a lot of that's me with the replies and the posting and stuff like that. But you've got Grant here, 24 hours ago, as two people that have said something. Jerry, one, 3 comments. Jeff, you know, 3 likes, 3 comments. It's it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking in the sense that you come on board to try and do this stuff, and the level of, it's not so much support, but it's just it gets daunting. You're out there by yourself. You're posting some stuff. You get nothing in return because that's how it is, and it's lonely. And you're going like, do I keep doing this thing? Like, do I keep doing this thing? So I encourage you to post in this particular chat. And the reason for that is what it does is it does a couple of things. One is you get to showcase your content to the wider community. It allows people in the Ship30 community to come in, they see the chat, they'll click on the links, they'll follow you, and you build relationships that way. The second thing is that we want more and more people to join. And the reason we want more and more people to join is you can see this this digital sprint run has been like the most interesting, insightful run for me. Starting with 𝗚𝗲 just coming off the blocks and just sharing insight and content and things that she read, and then you've got Laura and you got CPM, and we had some other people sort of join later on, and if I haven't mentioned it, it's because there's so many people here, and we've got some of the old hands, we've got some new hands, and it's great. This is what it's about. It's about support. It's about feedback. It's about encouragement. It's about relationships. Because ultimately, we're here to, I don't know, build a business, start a side hustle, develop our skills. Whatever that is. The great thing about Ship30 for 30 is that you got like-minded people from all walks of life, all around the world. Doesn't matter what your faith is, doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, doesn't matter what what flavor ice cream you like. None of that matters. What matters is that you're here to write, and you're here to write content to showcase your expertise and build an audience and do whatever you want to do with it. So I encourage you to follow just pop that in the chat if you can. And if you haven't, it's a good way of doing it, because what it does is you then start to organize your writing and your content as well. So yeah, so that's the first thing. Second thing is that after the after what's the third after the 4th of February, which will be my Tuesday, or everyone's Tuesday, I typically take a break. And when I say a break, I don't run in this conversation anymore. And what I do is I take 2 weeks off and I start focusing back on my business. And just so that you guys all know, I'm building an executive ghostwriting agency, and you'll see a shitload of people doing this whole ghostwriting thing, and there are some of us in here as well. My target market is scale-ups and well-funded startups, and I'm targeting go-to-market sales team executives. That's why I do the images. I do the images because I'm differentiating from what everybody else is doing. They're just putting up, posts and stuff like that. But my view is, if I go speak to an executive and they see what I do and say, well, this is what we could do for you. We could put some images around it. It doesn't have to look like mine. So that's what I'm doing. And I focus on some of the business infrastructure that I put in. I focus on my pipe build. I focus on all that sort of stuff. But I still write every day. And then what happens after the 2 weeks is, like, towards the end of that, in the middle of that second week off, I start to build out the infrastructure back in the Ship30 in the school community. So I'll create another one of these. I'll do a couple of little videos like this, and I'll sprint again. And I would love for all of you guys to come on board. And as this keeps maturing and getting bigger, I'm like, how do I make this more about, following the curriculum and following, all the good stuff that Cole and Dickie set up, years and years ago, so that, when you come on board, it's a very seamless experience, because they're obviously, they're building this nice little business of theirs, but they don't have time to be running the Ship30. And for me, it's a great opportunity to meet new people and to refine my skills and do these videos and stuff like that, because I ultimately want to go to YouTube as well. So 2 weeks off, I will then put up another notice in school just to say, hey, I'm going to do another sprint. All of this stuff in school will be there again. So it'll be like Ship30, and I think it'll be Feb 4th. It'll be Feb 24. It'll be Feb 28. That will be the start date. So Feb 4th, 28. 2 weeks after that. And same format. I'll probably have some new videos. It'll be, and obviously my production quality just goes up and up and up every time I do these. So stay tuned for that. And what I'll do is I will mention something in the existing chat here. I'll do that here, and I'll do that in school. But if you want to stay connected, send a message and stuff like that to me. And then the very last thing is, you probably notice that every time I do a video, I have this little Notion board. I've got all these little pretty images, and I accidentally shared a Notion link, and 𝗚𝗏 had a look and said, hey, keen to look at the workflow and stuff like that. And I said, hey, you will get a copy of it. And so what I will do is I will give everybody a copy of my workflow, and you'll get a board, and you will get my board. And Janice is an expert. She's focusing on, Notion. That's not my thing. My thing is ghostwriting and sales and go-to-market. But this is something that I've developed over quite some time, and you'll see that this is what mine looks like. And so you'll get a copy of a blank version of this. I might pop in 1 or 2 pieces of content and do a bit of a video, so that you can then copy it. And it'll be one of the posts. So that's obviously tomorrow's one. And in here, I've got, all the little objects with metadata in here and things like that. So I've got tags, I've got images and links and stuff that I put in. So you'll all get a copy of that. And the other thing is that with the help of Clive, we've decided that we're going to create some templates, some updated templates for Ship30 for 30, because obviously the curriculum has got 30 days, and it's got particular themes and subjects that they follow, and that curriculum, those templates and typeshare have not been updated. So, you can pull them down. So I will have something up. It will be up on Gumroad. You'll get it all for free. What I ask is, when the link is up, I ask if you could provide a testimony or a review. That would be great. And and then we'll give you a comp code so that you don't have to pay for it. We're going to charge like $9.99, just something marginal, just to compensate for the time that we've actually put through. So it'll be housed in Notion. There will be 30 days of templates aligning with obviously a curriculum, and that's it. So just wanted to say thank you for each and every one of you for joining and being part of this this sprint. It's been a lot of fun. This has been by far the most intense, from just an engagement piece and people just putting all this stuff in there and learnings and sharings and critiquing and supporting and reviewing, and it's been great. It's exactly what Ship30 for 30 was back when it was cohort based, when we're all deep in lockdown. So I want to say thank you. Keep writing, and if you get to 30 for 30, do not stop. Just keep going. Go to 31. Like, keep going till, let's say, you just keep going, keep going, keep going, and good things will happen. I promise you, good things will happen. Your writing will get better. You'll attract new people. You'll start to understand how this platform works, how people gamify the thing. You'll start to see the scams. You'll start to see the secrets. You'll start to see the tactics. You'll start to see, who's legit, who's not, who's buddied up with who, all that sort of stuff. It's pretty interesting, and yeah, you'll make some new friends. So anyway, short video. I talk a lot. 12 minutes 44 seconds. So thanks again, and stay tuned. Some stuff coming your way. God bless.